What's up, my people? Alrighty, here we go. Oh, there it is again.
All right, can you guys hear me? I think that should be good. Let me know. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all of my people out there that are in the ether world, that are watching us. As Tom always says, one more day closer to Christmas, one more day closer to my birthday, and one more day to the sun goes supernova. Anyways, so I hope everybody's doing well. It is a glorious day. Give me 1 second. The music is too loud. Let's go ahead and move that down because it's blaring. Give me 1 second there. Let's drop the music there. All right, let's go through a little bit. Alrighty, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comment section. Hey guys, what's up? Can you hear me? Hear me. Shows that I am open. You guys should be able to see my screen. Yeah, we're good there. Popping up. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? And it looks like you guys cannot hear me. Sound is good. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Let me go ahead and turn up the music just a little as we are playing. There it is. I can hear it. All right, guys. So let's check it out here real quick. It has been a beautiful day. Sound is good. Nice. How's everybody doing, man? Shout out to our guys over at Rumble. It is good to have you guys. It's just me today. I'm supposed to have a co-host, but I guess they decided they didn't like us or like me, or I don't know. Maybe they don't like guys with luscious long hair and they're feeling intimidated by me, which is plausible. I get that a lot. If you guys could do us a quick favor, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. As you guys already always know, we're going to talk about real things, especially today because Tom is not on the air, and I get to talk about whatever I want for Technical Tuesday. We're going to go over basically the market at large, starting with the ES and going all the way down to crypto and what I expect. Also, we hit our zone yesterday to the T. And then we saw the sell-off come in. Like I said, I couldn't get in on this bull run. It was playing us, as Carmen yesterday said. They playing around, trying to take our money. So it's nice. I love the sell-off. It was good. We're gonna go over some altcoins that I'm definitely looking at. Big altcoins. Also, if you guys want me to look at any coins, please put the contract in it, and I might even ask for it again. So make sure you hit the put it on the side on your computer or whatever. Excuse me, so I can go through and pick it up. It probably will be an hour and a half of content here. So let's give you guys heads up. Also, guys, if you could do me a quick favor, over on Rumble, please hit the like and subscribe button. Please hit the like and sub and say something. All right, here we go. Good times had by all. Let's do it. Okay, boom. What's up, Crypto Mike? Dr. J's in the house. Ka-ching is in the house. Obviously, I don't have the little bing and play sounds that Mr. Herlihy has, but it is fun times. Also, there we go. Hit the heart button. If we had all three, let's see if that's working. And let's see if X is moving. Let's hit that X button. Oh, that's who was supposed to be here today. It was supposed to be, I think it was Alpha Wolf, I believe was supposed to be my co-host. I don't know exactly how that was supposed to be. So, boom. Alrighty then. Dr. Fire Chicken over at Rumble. What is up, my friend? It is good to have you. Market dip got you down. Perk up with Dildo Baggins. the coin that stands rock solid when others go limp. Buy now before it bounces back. There you go, guys. Check it out. Dildo Baggins rocking the mic. Shout out to all the meme coins out there that are trying to grind to get it going. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's go check out DYO Live on X. All you guys that are watching us over on X, please hit the heart like button. Show some love to us by hitting the repost and share. It always helps us out tremendously. And today we're going to have a good show. I'm about to have fun here. So we're going to have some good. And please come with questions. If I know it, I'll talk about it. If I don't, I'll just be like, I don't know. Right? I always say that's always good. It's better to say, I don't know, and I'll go through and check it than fake the funk and basically look like an idiot. I actually have much more respect for somebody who sits there. I forgot everything's falling apart over here. Sorry about that, guys. This is okay. Oh, that's fine. Alrighty then. Like I said, I have much more respect for people who sit there and say, I don't really know, haven't thought that through yet, or let me think that through here real quick, right? And then get back and just kind of give ideas, what they're thinking, and what they're looking at. So let's go and make sure I am centered here. I think I'm centered. Cool. All right, let's hit the quote button here. Repost quote. So who do you guys want me to repost this at? Let's check it out here real quick. We're gonna go and just do might go. I know me and my super loud keyboard rocks the mic here. I know every one of you guys absolutely love it. Oh, that's, there we go. I'm centered. All right, move this here. I have a surrounding of red light therapy in my little trading room area here. And as you can see, I have my day bed over here. And then I have my upper part of my apartment, not apartment, this house, up in this area. It's like my trading area. Anyways, boom. I call it. Okay, boom. That's all set up where it might go. Who should I tag in this? Let's go. Boom. Larry. Go. All right. There we go. The usual suspects there. And we are going to go. All right. That was done. Excellent times. Here we go. Okay, so we got a couple cool things happening right now in the market, which has been really, really kind of fun for me because the market is moving. Shout out also to some of the people. Really, boom. Oh, I forgot to do that. One last thing. Forgive me. Alrighty, come on. All right, that's who I'm looking for. I'm a little bit off the cuff today. Been really interesting. This weekend I did a 2-day fast. I don't know if anybody's ever done any fasting. But I did some fasting today, and or not today, this weekend, and it was really interesting because I really felt, like when if anybody's ever done any fasting, your brain gets, this clarity, and you kind of see things almost like as if taking off the blinders, not the blinders, but like the things that like horses have, right? That they have them kind of like the tunnel vision, where when you fast, it's almost like those things are taken away about day one, and then into day two, you just have clarity in mind, a bunch of stuff. So I typically do this once a year for about 6 to 10 days, two days at a period in time, making sure you're drinking a ton of water and electrolytes to help out the body. But I just find that it really works for me in a major way. Also, jumping back here real quick, if the guys over at X could hit that heart button, like button, that help a lot immensely. Helps us out a lot. So thank you so much for that. Oh, righty then, here we go. All right, don't forget Fired Chicken. How could I forget Fired Chicken? How could I? We shall go over Fired Chicken here real quick, but let's go into the charts here because today is Technical Tuesday, and I'm going to hit the little part that he has. Here we go. Style Technical Tuesday. Music, where is it at? He has it here somewhere. Countdown. There we go. Technical Tuesday. I will be back here shortly as we start the section. Hey, what's up, my people? There we go. All righty then. All right, so right now, let's go ahead and pull up BTC as we get started here. So BTC hit our area right here. Saw the sell-off coming down to the 8-period moving average. And as I said, I just distrust this rally here simply because I was like, I don't know. Got low volume coming in. And here's the thing, we had the big volume from the daily. But if you look at yesterday's rally, right, the reality is it was all really one candle, one big giant. And I believe that was good old our friend Michael Saylor, as always, buying the top that he always does instead of buying pullbacks, like, well, smart people. But hey, who am I here to judge? That man wants to buy the top. The institutions will sell to him every day, all day long. So, and he got cheated on by the institutions on Bitcoin. Mr. Say, if ever we become friends, please listen to me. Stop hurting the crypto market by buying at the peak. Please, please. All right. Anyhow, so as we get back into the market, where is this thing going to go? That's a good question. So I'm seeing a couple places. We're coming down to the 4-hour 100 and 200, or the 100 and the 200 is down here. So this is where we're headed. I think these are some of the areas. So we could see a bounce here at that 96 area. We talked about it yesterday as we were trying to pull back from our area here. So I see this area right here sitting, going, okay, we should tap this area right here. If I see, like, we're having good volume right now. So I want to see the amount of volume come in, and more important, as we're coming into this level here, I want to see it consolidate, because we need to see some consolidation here, right, before it's going to go down. Because again, they're replenishing. All these people say, "Oh, it's finally sold off. Great, let's go ahead and buy." And what happens is the institutions come in, and they will sell to them. Or excuse me, yeah. So they come and buy, and the institutions sell to those buys, and basically tip the market back over again. So this kind of like, I kind of want to see this as it pushes back up a little, and then to see it drop off again until we get down to that 93 area, potentially 90,000 area here. So as we look at this, again, this is putting in a higher or lower high here, potentially as we continue. So if we put in a lower low down into our level here of that 88,000, then I could definitely sit there and say, okay, we should see then come back down to the areas that I talked about, that 80 and 75,000 potentially. Okay, but it all depends on what they're going to do. So continue following the trend. So whatever trending mechanism that you're using, right, to continue the short, please do. Whatever one you use. Y'all know I use the 8-period moving average as an indicator for me on basically the 8 and the 15 period as we start continue down as we pull back. Alrighty, be safe out there with this trade. Now, let's check out the S&P 500 here real quick. The S&P 500 has been selling off. So many of you guys know that I've talked about a lot of the job reports, and basically they were fake, right? And I've been talking this for almost a year and a half now with you guys, right? Where it's like, they're not real. And everybody thought I was crazy until they actually started coming out and revising them. You know, at first it was just a small revision, like 0.1%, 0.2% revisions. But now they're actually coming out and really hitting those hard. So today we had the job reports today, which were fairly good. I actually kind of trust these. They weren't as good as that they wanted to, but it was good enough to where they were like, you know what, not bad. So that was actually a good thing. We'll see if the Biden administration keeps revisioning. I think they could revision. There's so many things happening in the world right now. The dollar, the S&P 500, so many things happening that's going to have some major effect on crypto here. Now that crypto is becoming a mainstream name and people are looking to get into it, the institutions now will have the fodder to be able to sell off to grandma and grandpa, basically train them how to make money in crypto. Sad, but it's true. It's what they do. I hate it. But, you know, they need that. So let's check out the ES. ES on the daily. Definitely, we've been putting in higher. So you can see here we have a low, or excuse me, a high, lower high, lower high. We have a low. I did not get below this low here. Okay. We have a higher low. So we have a bit of a triangle. Now, I don't trade off of these descending triangles and things, but I use this because other people use that. So I use this in a way to capture the micro nuances in the market so that when it goes below these areas, we can sit there and see it. So I'll put this in here real quick so y'all can understand what I mean. So boom, right here. And this one. Let's do that right there. And my good old friend Patty, he said to me, but look, man, they still trade off of that. And I said, yes, but the problem is within the trading aspect, I expect to see them trade the other side. So as we get lower here, about this level here, if we cut below this low here, which is right here on the S&P 500, this is 58550 area here. This area here is one of those things that is going to be buyers sitting at these levels because as it's going down, these shorts, okay? So the people are long here in the S&P 500. But if it goes below this, you're going to have a short. You're going to have sellers come in because you're tripping people's stops, which is sells. So there'll be buyers stepping in here, which is around the 100 period moving average. So we could potentially see it come down to our 100 period moving average and get triggered for buyers to see it pump. At these levels here, I will sit there and say, I personally think that we have a major situation coming in here. Trump's getting into office. A lot of things are showing craziness in the world. And in it, I mean, you have literally China falling apart. You have the Canadian government literally restructuring in a sense, right? Where Trudeau is dropping and is no longer really, I mean, he's dropped off. He said he resigned. So that in itself is instability in the market, one of the largest economies in the world, right? So it's one of those things to be paying attention how it moves forward. Trump is talking about literally 51st state, which is, I don't think the Canadians are having it. And if you guys are down there listening from Canada, we do have a few people from Canada. Please let us know what your thoughts are of becoming like the 51st state. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. It's kind of crazy. I need things to dip just a little more to top up So bad. Yeah, I feel you, man. I totally feel you, Dr. J. BBB, dildo baggins don't want to sit on this one. There you go. Tom would yell at me right now. Get that gum out of your mouth, bro. My bad. All right, here we go. So you can see here that I'm expecting this to come down into these lower levels here. As we come down, I expect to see some buyers. So that's important to pay attention to. Now, as we're moving down into these levels here, I expect to see some volatility, some more volatility really start to step in. Now, there's a lot of the fear and greed index is, I don't think that is 100% legit. It's all based off of things that are kind of manipulated, right? Like the VIX, right? When you look at the VIX, boom, boom, boom. Oh, my bad. There we go. The VIX. This is an indicator of literally fear and greed. It's already starting to show a little strength pushing up. But again, these are actually really traded, like really traded in the market. So they can kind of be a little bit manipulated in a sense. So this is why I'm always a little, so much. So for me, I'm looking at this going, it is starting to push up, but it's still within the range that it normally sits in. Okay. And so this is why I think we potentially are potentially about to really go through some hard times here. Not because of this, but literally because like it's almost like the after effect when 2008 happened. 2008 should have happened in 2007, right? At the peak of the market, but it took time for it to kind of happen. I think that's a type of situation that we're expecting to see in the market, like another 2008, 2007, or 2008, 2009 situation, because one, the bonds and some of the stuff that's happening within the bonds and interest rates and the dollar. And also people just aren't buying. That's just when you really think about it that much. So let's go ahead and move here. So this is the S&P. So let's check out our yields already then. Our yields are pushing up here. Pretty good. Nice little trade here. Came down, popping off of it, and it's continuing. We're staying above the 8-period moving average on your 30-year yield. So this is looking hot to trot, getting ready to pop like it's hot. So that's a good thing. The reason why it's a good thing, not for most people, but Share Q. What's up, Share Q? How you doing? It's good to see you. You can have us for $100 trillion. I like it. I like it a lot. We could, what's funny is we have about $5 trillion of treasuries that need to be bought up here real quick. Don't forget fried chicken. I need to say that with a Dr. Evil voice. That's funny. Yes. So I think what's interesting is this is for the 30-year yield here. I'm expecting to see some resistance as we come up into this level here, literally just because it's the peak area and these peak areas. Let me get the week. Let me throw a month in here real quick. Yeah. I guess here, right? Give me 1 second, my people. Check something else out here. That's a week. Oh man, they're gonna get dropped. They're gonna drop it here. I get dropped like a bad habit. All right. So yeah, I expect to see it kind of come into this level here, but after this level here, there's really nothing here. We can see a drop, but even this area is a weak area. There we go. Yeah. Give me 1 second as I pull up here. You're being a douche. Yep, thank you, Trading View, for being a douche. Okay, there we go. So we're playing off of these areas here. You can see the 8 period is definitely pushing up. So this is my area that I'm looking definitely for it to kind of pull back and at least have some resistance here on the 30-year bond, or excuse me, 30-year yield as we go. And I'd expect it, I think that 5% to 5-10% area here. It's just an area of resistance. I think it's going to go higher there though. I don't think it's going to act as a supply area where it's going to really kind of push price down. I think we'll get up to here and then kind of consolidate, pull back a little to maybe the 4-hour 8 here. As it pulls back, you can see we've been holding off of this. So we'll probably pull back here again, consolidate similar to this, and then push back up through it. And then after literally the 5-10 area, it's a go. It's time. It will push through. So what does that look like on the dollar here? It's a good question, Pedro. Let's check it out. Boom. Actually, jump too quick. ZB. Check out ZB here. ZB came to our area of bonds, right? This little demand area, saw a good bounce. This is a 30-year bond. And so you can see as we came down into this level here, we saw some support, and you can see, but you can see the buyers really didn't step in here. And so you saw that it was more seller pressure here, even though we had a few days that were green. And then from there, you just saw once it really was looking like we had a lot of good things happening in the U.S., people just said, sell that. Like they're trying to mess with America. China's selling their bonds, they're like, get rid of it. Partly because they frustrated with the American dollar. Now, I'm concerned. I'm not concerned. But my thought process was, who's buying the U.S. dollar, right? Is it China? Because if they can mess with America's dollar by pushing it up, people won't necessarily do business here in America. They'll go somewhere else, right? Because the U.S. dollar is literally going up and everybody else's dollar is going down. So as that's going down and we're going up, it's just it's not like American dollar is going up and their currency is going sideways. No, U.S. dollar goes up because we are the world's currency. When we go up, other people go down. Theirs is going down. So there's a greater, you remember when you were a kid and you said this eats that, right? Well, there's a greater spread there for many currencies. So they can't necessarily do business with them, which flies in the face of what Trump is trying to do, which brings more business here in America. So we're going to see what happens here, especially with the tariffs and all that correlates there. So here we go. We're starting to come down. I'm honestly, where are we going to go here, right? Let's check it out here, right about here. How far can we go on the bounds? On the bounds. To the window. To the bounds. Interest rates. Hey, let's go. This man knows what's up. Thank you, Patty. Shout out to Patty. Appreciate you, my friend. Really appreciate that man right there. Another good dude. Boom. All right, let's pop it like it's hot. Boom, text. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. That always helps me out so much. And just say, I care about y'all. So I want you guys to know what is happening in the world potentially and what we could potentially see what happens here. Boom. So got that. Uno, dos, tres. So the buyer really sitting there on the month. Then we're gonna go right here. Check it on the weekly. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, and then down. Oh, stop. All right. And we're going to go like this and place it right there. Boom. Patty Long Stocking. How you doing over there, by the way? All right. So that is a weekly week. Boom. Boom. one. So, okay. It's right there. Look at the daily day. So I'm gonna do this right here. Uno, dos, tres. Let's do that right there. Boom. Okay, so again, I want to do it right here. Is it gonna let me go back to that first? No, looks like it's not. And they are douchey. Shout out to the douchey side of our friend, good old TradingView. Thank you, TradingView, for being douchey. Everybody say thank you, TradingView, for being douchey. There you go. Alrighty, so I'm gonna say really the orders I'd expect to see it. Let's jump right here. We're gonna go right here. The majority of these orders down here gonna be up like it's hot, like it's hot, like it's hot. Boom. This is the area that we want to be looking at to basically see where orders are sitting. That's pretty much about right here. We're going to go like that with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. In my line, a little bit of green lines in my line. All right, here we go. All right, so we busted through this area. Expect to see a retest into these levels here. So I'm going to make the flip zone a nice little red color. Nice little red color right up in here. Right there. Alrighty then. Boom. What's dildo guy? G Gerb. Oh, dildo guy is it's actually Dildo Baggins, which is one of Chuck's coins, Dr. Fire Chicken's coins. And so he's Hermione, it's one of the ones that he talked about. So we know the dev. He's doxed. And it's a meme coin. It's a meme coin. So to our G Gerv, what's up? Ah, nice. Yeah. So it looks like it's been pumping, which is funny. He has this other coin that is like legitly like off the chain, like really good, doing a lot of stuff. And it's not, it's doing what it's doing. But like this one is popping. And of course, the Dildo Baggins name definitely does help. I mean, hey, it has meme coin, meme coin storage. Like star power. Somebody has like star quality. Well, Dildo Baggins has meme coin edge, power there. So it's definitely got it. All right. You can see here, so I'd expect to see it kind of sell off. We'll probably play around here for the next bounce, but this is really where I'm expecting to see us go down for the 30-year bond. Now, let's pull back here real quick. So let's check out India. So where's money going to flow into, right? India is held really strong. And most of you don't realize, like, they were strong in a lot of areas. And so they started putting some sell-off here. So the reason why I bring this up is this high, low, lower, low. So the next level here, I would expect if India really starts to see a sell-off, people are going to lose jobs. We're going to have issues when it comes to supply issues. China's having major issues as well because basically Americans aren't buying. And because Americans aren't buying, because they're more or less afraid, don't know what's happening. They think Trump's going to be a good thing, but they also know that tariffs and all the other stuff aren't the best for the economy. And all this fear and all these things, they don't know. So when people don't know something, what do? They clinch up, right? They freeze and they don't do much and they just look. That's what most people do, right? So because of that, I'd expect to see a slowdown in a lot of the major indexes, right? And the biggest fear is this: as fear comes in, people then look for I'm going to turn this into green little line right here. So last week we talked about the dollar coming up into these levels here. Last Tuesday was when, right? We're here, 6, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. All right. So this was Tuesday. I said expect us to come up into that 109 area and potential that 110 area. So you can see how we came up into it, right? And I even said we can come up into that 110. I said after that we should see a pullback into this area here. I should have made this a demand area. You can see we're pulling back here. So it all kind of depends on what's going to happen here. Are they? It has to do with the bonds. It has to do with the interest rates. It has to do with a few other small things that are happening within the S&P 500. So you're asking, Pedro, what does this have to do with crypto? That's a great question. I'll get to you in a second. All right. So the next thing, this is all a story I'm building up for you guys, and this is the story we've been talking about. Why I feel that crypto is going to become the dominant system in the next, age of economy. The dollar itself, I think, will be the dollar. I think the U.S. dollar will not lose its power, but I think it's going to change forms. I think it's going to change into USD, USDT, US stable coins type of things. I don't think people will adopt and receive the idea of the US, why am I, the US decentralized, no. Why is my brain blanking? Wow, don't you get what happens? All of a sudden you're in mid-strike and your brain goes, strike. Here's a stop on you. This is why I chew gum. Chewing gum actually helps that not to happen. Sorry about that. Don't make any noise, but it's there. The CBDCs. Holy crap. There you go. So I don't think people are going to accept. See, I told y'all. The rest of the world will have I just don't think they're going to accept the CBDCs from the central bank system. So they're going to have to figure out a way to do it. And as the dollar actually starts to progress itself, we should then see a few of the things that are starting to happen. So I think we'll see a keep rising of the dollar. I do think that 110 area will be a hard stop. I don't think that the U.S. Treasury is going to allow. I don't think a lot of things are going to happen. So because of that, I expect us to see a sell off here. But I think we'll see. I think that's what's going to happen of that 110 area here. We'll find out as we keep moving forward. But on the back end, as I'm looking at this, I would expect to see us consolidate here for a minute, waiting to see what happens. All right. So all that to sit there and say, let's check out gold. Talk about a tease, right? I apologize. Don't mean to be such a tease here. All right. Boom. Here we go. Gold. Gold here is sitting at a unique level. We're getting ready for it to pump again potentially. So you can see here real quick that gold is showing some strength here as it starts to push up. I'd expect it to really kind of get going. If we can clear this with good volume, the weekly 8 and 20 here, that weekly 8 and 20 here is definitely kind of what we're playing with. If we can clear it this week and close above the 8 and 20 and potentially close above last week's previous high, I'd expect to see gold blow through my supply area here. But if it doesn't, and we start to see it kind of flounder here, expect it to come back down into these lower levels to see it pick up. And now let's pick this up here where the lower levels are going to be. Here we go, and we're going to place that there. Oh, my bad. There we go. I'll make that a little bit of green, like the trees. Let's put a nice little tree color right here. Nice little green. Everybody likes green. It's our favorite color, most people. Just simply because we evolved or we were created to look at green colors, whatever one you want to believe. I'm not here to tell you. Alrighty, then here we go. I think we were created, but it's all gravy in the hood. Okay, so yeah, I expect us to see it kind of push up into these level here as we push. If everything starts to fall apart, expect gold to really pick up and really get going as it starts to push. So this will act more as resistance if we start to push versus an actual supply area, which would cause the market to sell up. So that's it in a nutshell. Let's go to the next chart, which is going to be, guess what? Crude oil. Yay! All right. So crude oil, I expected us to sell off. We did not. We actually went through and we bought it. People bought it. But again, I'm not sold on this push up. We talked about we could potentially play off of this supply area here. I said if this pushes up, this is where we're going to see supply kick in between the 200 and 400 day period moving average. And this is the daily. So again, we did push up, but I don't think really with strong conviction as we move forward. So I'd expect us to see us come back down from this level here. And we'll see what happens here. But if you're looking to go long, just know that we have the 200 day period moving average. And so be careful for basically a fake out because it could hit that 200 and then sell off and come back down into our lower levels here. So we'll go from there. Again, if it comes back down, that's extra money into whose pocket? The American pocket, as well as everybody else's. But also more importantly, where are they going to put that? Dollars? Where, people? Crypto. Alrighty. So here we go. Alrighty then. Next is look at the notes. Okay. Next, we're going to do the NVIDIA. No, not NVIDIA. MicroStrategies. So MicroStrategy hit our area here. It's bumping up here. I expect it to come back down again to our lower levels of the 200, 204 area. I don't think that this was a real rally here. So I expect to see it come back down. Now, that is a precursor to where is Bitcoin going to be. And check out some altcoins and what to do. So you can see we're bouncing off of the 8 and 20 here. So I'm going to pull back a little, but I do expect us to come back down into these lower levels here. We'll see what happens, but I do. All right, now next, Ethereum. Ethereum came down, found support at this level here that we wrote. We drew here. And it's starting to show weakness again. Here's the key with Ethereum. I thought Ethereum was going to go up. I thought we were going to see it potentially come back up and tap that for a 43.55 area. And I do expect Ethereum to kind of break off of Bitcoin one of these days. I just think it's going to be like the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. I just expect it. Like it's going to play with it as Bitcoin, but I think there's still so much play that you can make off of Ethereum that sooner or later, I just see institutions really stepping in and pushing this up. So again, I would sit there and say, I think we've traded through this area here. We should see it come back down to this lower level of that 30,000, or excuse me, not 30,000, 3,600 to that 3,000 area here. But I'm expecting tapping the 100 and the also 400 day period moving average right up in these levels here. Actually, it's 200 and 400 and 100 day down to these lower levels here. Let's check out BNB. All right, so this area here, I actually feel bad for my boy, Mar over on the Zach Humphrey show. He reached out to me, he said, "Hey man, what do you think about BNB?" And I think it was December 24th. And I said, the issue is you're in between an 8 and 20 period moving average. You're ping-ponging. So I asked him, I simply said, I see it kind of going down at this level. So he saw it go up, went down. And this one went up and came back down. So he got out of his short, or he got out of his long, because he got in down at these lower levels here. And which is, by the way, was a great entry. And he was looking for it to go to 700-ish area, or even higher. I think it was like 745. And so I said to him, well, the problem is you're in between moving averages, and that moving averages aren't really continuing. So I go, just be careful. I expect it to go down. And I said, I wouldn't get in that trade as a long. I definitely get in it as a short somewhere else, right? As it pushes up or down as it continues down. So shout out, but just to give you heads up, Mar, I expect it to come back down and tap this area right here. If this thing comes into this week, comes in, taps that 8 period and shows a lot of volume coming in on the daily, this is the weekly 8, and we see it coming in volume down at this level here, right? And that's that 683 area, kind of like where you got in. Expected to see it to continue up here as we start to see BNB really start to kind of push. If it is going to push, it should come back down to that 50 period. We're going to change up this flip zone and make it a green zone, which means it's a buy zone. Oh yeah, let's get it. Oh yeah. And like I'm wearing red, so I could totally be like, the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. So here we go. Next one, XRP. XRP is really fun right now. They are playing with so many people's emotions. It is hilarious. Not in a good thing or a bad thing, but simply just like they're just playing with people. And it's one thing, it's sad because they're playing with people, but two, it's sad because they're playing with people. So for that, you can see at the beginning of this year, we went straight up, no demand wave, which I talked about. I can't be convinced on it. So I would expect us to see it come back down, tap this buyer area of that 194 area around to the 184 area. I like it, and I like it a lot right here. Alrighty then. And if I am going to get into it, which I actually don't like XRP, many of you guys know that, but for many of our XRP people out there, I got your back. It could get all the way down to the 111 area. We talked about that. A 111 down to the potentially $1 area. And then see it potentially just skyrocket in flight. Everybody, afternoon delight. Okay, so we can sit there and see what's happening here. Along with XRP, let us check out XLM. Do I still have it here? Where's my XLM? Here. Oh, where's my XLM? Oh, there you are. Oh, where's my XLM? Oh, where is my XLM? Okay, so beginning of the week, saw a pump. We saw it get above our area. Did not come down to our area last week that I expected. I thought we were going to come down here, and we didn't. So I'm sorry, my peoples. We basically kind of went consolidated here. But I do expect us to come back down and tap this 100, 200 period moving average. We could see the 8 period hold this. And the only reason why I said it is because the 50 period gray line here is basically holding it up. So it's been holding. You can see as every time it comes down, boom, it blew through here. So this is kind of a first test above it. These 2 moving averages basically could hold it. The only problem is we're seeing a lot of sellers step into that. So if we end with seller pressure higher than, I want to see it get above, we'll say Saturday. I think it's a good one. Saturday or Sundays, Saturday or Friday. Wow, what happened? Saturday, Sunday. There we go. Friday and Saturday selling pressure. Then expect it to continue going down, right? And so I think this area here is the next real test area. And you're saying, well, why do you say that, Pedro? Because the way the markets work, low, 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 or high, low, low. So higher high, lower high, lower high, low, low. The next would be a lower low right here. Come on down, 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 and then do the same thing similar. So we'll see what happens there. Boom. Our good old friend XLM. Let's check out the rest here. Okay, then let's check out TRX. We're going to delete that. All right. Many of us that we talked about buying in at these lower levels here. didn't, and I said it didn't hit our area, which was very frustrating. Ooh. Okay, so which very much frustrated me, but I can be okay with it, even though I'm a little saddened by it. I was going to cry and like weeping and gnashing of teeth. Holy moly, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Wendy-O, thank you so much for the little thumbs up. Appreciate you. All right, Larry, Metatrust, thank you for the thumbs up. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, here we go. So, and that's over on X. Someone is a shout out, say thank you to saw it and was like, oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it doesn't sound fun here. Like I said, Tom isn't here, and I get to have fun and bring you guys along for the ride. Okay, TRX. TRX has been fun. Like this thing with like Justin Sun's banana situation, right? And we're not talking about any other banana situation except for the actual banana situation. And its connection, right? Reaching out to Trump. I thought it was the bomb diggity, no doubt. Great way of getting your name out there, right? Obviously, somebody bought it, skyrocketed in flight, and then we saw it come down. I always say to everybody, do not buy at the top, ever. This was a sucker move for everybody who's trying to buy. So I said, when we're going to buy, we want to buy down here at where that origin of that move popped down to. So we want to catch it here and potentially catching it down at that 18 cents. When it comes back down to this area, that's when we'll pick up quite a bit, right? We're picking a little bit up here as it moved up, pulling back. But I think as we're coming into this bull run, right? Because the economy is going to fall apart. I think that's what's going to happen. And so with that same system, we're also going to see a lot of new systems come about, just like what we saw in 2008 and 2009, the whole entire reforming of the financial system and a lot of things that were created, right? I think we're going to see a similar situation, but crypto is going to be adopted into this new era of finance as we move forward, especially the fact that we have the era of AI, we have the era of quantum computing, we have the AI, we have the era of robotics and development. Also, within the quantum world, they're seeing new dope advances that are happening. And the best way to transfer money and to really get cash going, right, is literally to see it come from crypto and the transaction from the blockchain. And I think the best way to create that and send is through, not CBDC, that was about to pop out of my mouth. Sorry. It's through, not altcoins. Come on, Brian, work for me. The coins from the stable coins. There we go. I think transactions will happen through stable coins, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Until laws are really created, which would be smart for Trump, not necessarily to create laws that would hinder, but just allow for transaction and money transaction to happen quickly and easy, so people aren't getting screwed over and not being able to put money into the product. I think that's what we could see. So i.e. Tron is a good thing because it has the quickest and fastest network. It has one of the quickest and fastest networks. On top of that, there's a lot of people on it, a lot of transactions going on between it. So we know it's efficient, and I think this will be one of the ones that we use as well as potentially with the XRP and XLM, right? So I think this is one of those things. Tron does have a USDT, which is their stable coin. Boom, boom, USDT. They've had issues with the USDT holding steady and staying the bag, right? But the thing is they always come back and they always hold strong to that dollar mark, which is the one area here. So give it up to them. I think that's going to be a huge transaction area. And as people start to come in and buy more into Tron, because that's, I think, Justin Sun's little situation with the banana thing is what got his name out and people realizing what it is. So I think Tron is another one to be picking up as it starts to continue higher, if it does go higher. I think it's going to go higher though. All right. Okay, next. Let's check these guys out here as well. Doge, good old Doji boy. Doge, we talked about at the beginning of the year. I expect to see this thing go up like boom. Come on, there we go. Delete. Alrighty. Talked about this consolidation period here. Seeing it kind of come down into the 100 period moving average. I expect us again, and the reason why, boom, high, lower high, come down. Right. If we do not get and stay above that 8 period moving average, this is the day of the test. So if it can't stay above this 8 period moving average with good volume into the buy section, it's coming back down into the 89, into that 100 period, which is that 27 cent area. Going down into those levels are good areas for us potentially to take part in a buy, right? So right here, I like the 30, and I also like the 28, 27 cent area for a good buy area, as well as, come on, there we go. Oh, we need to do that there. Okay. So you can see as it comes down into these lower levels here, this is the area that I'm looking for, the 27, 28 area. I like it a lot. If it falls through, okay, next test is the 200 period moving average, and that's around that 20 cent area here to the 18 cent area as well. Then from there, I don't think it's going to go much lower than this. I'm like, I could hope that it would get under the 12 cent, but I just don't think so. Because it's, well, you know, I think we're going to see this year as Trump gets into office really push up. So it's really important to keep your expectations correct. Anyways, so this is the areas that I like a lot. Now let's check out Maddie, good old friend Maddie Mac. All right, Mac, I like literally because of what it's actually doing. One being that the areas here that we expected. So I expected to see it bounce. It came up, hit our supply area, came down, bounced. And I said it had to stay above the 8 with volume. It could not. So it sold off, tested the lower or the upper parts of our zone here that we talked about. And one of the things I said is we got to see it stay above that 8 with volume. We didn't see the volume come in on Maddie Mag, right? So Poly basically, as it was trying to push up, which I expected it to push up, we saw volume start to step in. I believe this was Tuesday because I think I went over it. So I was like, yeah, we should see it go up here. But it didn't hold strong. So let me make sure. Yeah, this was Thursday. Maybe it was. No, it was Thursday. So I said, it's got to get above here. It's the 8 period or is the 100 period. But we got to see it go up. So I didn't say that. I think maybe I said it was here. Was this yeah, this was the day. I was like, wait. So this was the day where we saw volume kind of step in, and I said it's got to stay above or come in with volume for it to really go. We did not. So we saw a pullback now, and I'm expecting it to get down to this 38 cents to 34 cents. So a good little buy area you can pick up again before we should see it get back up to. I expect once we start to see it climb, I expect to see it get back up to the 129 area. Right, so if it gets down here, you potentially got a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4x sitting right there. So potentially at these higher market value, or at this lower market value, you have another area to be buying in at these levels. So that's it for our good old friend Matic. Alrighty, let's check out ADA/Cardano. As my friend said, good old Peter. He was like, yeah, I bought a few cryptos. I was talking to a friend who's a trader friend of mine, really good trader. And it was really interesting. As I was talking to him, I said, where are you in crypto? He goes, oh, I bought this thing called Dodge and Cardano. I said, you mean Doge and Cardano? He goes, no, Cardano. And I said, don't you love newbies? You gotta love the normies. You know they're starting to get into it when they're saying Cardano and Dodge and all those other things, right? So here we go. You can check this out here. Good old pullback. We came in with good volume, and we're starting to find it here. So I like ADA. ADA is a good area right here. We could potentially come back down here, but Cardano is showing some good strength here. So I like it here. The only problem is, as Tom said, there's not a lot of people on Cardano, right? Trading, doing a lot of stuff. So the demand is so there needs to get some coin on it that needs to get picked, and so we can go through and play off of this. By the way, if you guys want me to look at anything, any micro coins or whatever, let me know. We always can do that. As you know, I'm always willing. All right, so let me check it out here. Okay, let's check back in with the chat. Alrighty, interest rates, Ed, let's go. This man knows what's up. Thank you, Patty. Patty Stockings there. Long Stockings. All right, it's good we trade in the morning, done for the day. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Bad me, I slept in. It happens, hey. Dr. J said, Bob Ross of charts. Who's Bob Ross? I don't even know who Bob Ross is. I got to go look that up. Let me put a little red line here. Oh, yeah, duh, bro. How do I not remember Bob Ross? Oh, my goodness, bro. How dare I? Dude, of course. And what's up, Mr. Herlihy? ¿Qué pasa? Good old friend, Tom, Mr. Herlihy, or Herlihy. I like Herlihy. Hey, Herlihy, how you doing over there? And Crypto Mike says, Tom, live from the slopes. All right. Shout out. Boom. Chakalaka. Chumbalones. There he goes from Mr. Tom up on the hill skiing with his protege / his offspring, his soul, his life, and his energy. Anyways, so shout out to you guys. Good to have you. Thanks, brother, for coming in. And since you're not here, I'm having a crazy fun time. Okay, so I like this nice. I can't believe I forgot Bob Ross, bro. How did that happen? Nice little pretty green line right here. Nice little pretty green tree right here. Now, here's the key, though. Actually, forgot to mention this. I like how it's holding here. That's dope. But the problem is, and I should mention this, there's nothing to hold us from going down. So if this area here, if this area here does not hold on the 8 and the 50 period moving average, expect it to come back down to these levels of 79, 76 area here. Okay, expect that. And then to see it potentially go sideways. There's a few other areas here I'll draw. Let's see what's up. Forgive me. Alrighty then. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so I like this area right here. So these two little areas, you have that 100-day period moving average sitting right here. And you also have the 200 period moving average. I don't expect to see Cardano come down to these lower areas, but if they do, you see where you can have your buy points at, right? So that's it in a nutshell. But I do like this area of the 76, 79, excuse me, like the 76 area to the 80 cent area, as well as that 70 to 68 cent area as well. In a nutshell, that's it. Let's check out our good old friend Solana. Many of us pump fund guys, gotta love it. Now here's the key part behind Solana. So many of you guys knew we talked about this area right here acting as resistance, right? I said be careful, expect this to come down. I said a few areas, right? Well, the first area was right here. And my message on that. First area right here that I talked about, right, was going to be this area right here. Boom, which is right here. Second area was going to be right here. Boom, right, which we blew through. And the third area is kind of this area right here with this green. And so saw a nice little push up off the 100 period moving average as it came up. It's going to retest that. So because of that, I would expect us to see it's got to hold here. The fact that we have a lot of kind of red volume above the previous, and we're about to come up above the average. This is the key. The average volume of sellers are starting to increase above the normal amount of buyers. So if it gets above here at these levels, I'd expect to see Solana come back down to these lower areas, that 155 area, to complete that trade. Obviously, you see it kind of trade back and forth here, consolidate, and then you can see it can continue up. But this is a good sign. Again, this is a good sign because the things we're coming back down, we're retracing, right? So it's the end of the first week. The second week, we're coming down, okay? If by the second and third week, you get down to these lower levels, by that into the third week, into the fourth week, we should see us have a green candle for the month. That's where my hope is at, because I think as Trump gets into office, we should see something of that nature. Alrighty, let's check out the time. 106 time change. Alrighty, here we go. Tom Solana, when they did that. Oh no, Tron is what? Excuse me, not Tron. Hopefully I was saying Tron, not Ton. Okay. So we talked about Ton here, coming pulling back at our supply area. Did blow through our supply area. And let's pull this back here. I would expect it now. And this is the key, and this is where it's setting up wise. Okay, we have lower, low, higher, low, high, high. Excuse me. So that's a lower high, higher high. So I'd expect us to see us find more support at this level right here. Right, this is the area that I'm thinking that I'll come back down to for a ton, and then potentially see it really consolidate and go to the next level, which is going to be it should test the higher part of this consolidation period. We talked about it coming down to this consolidating period for ton, right? I thought we were going to come down to these lower levels here. We did not. So as we started to bounce after the second bounce, I said, okay, here's our consolidation period, right, before it pushes up. So I'm going to pick up some ton around the 5 area, 4 area here. It's a good area to get in as the market starts to move. Let's check out DOT. Dot. Our good old friend Dot here is looking pretty. What did Mr. Herlihy say? Crypto Mike, you Canadians are crazy. It's 20 at the top with winds. 20 degrees. Holy moly. But we are here. There you go, brother. Alrighty, man. So let's go ahead and look at DOT. I like DOT down here. We tested it. We're putting in. You can see there's not a lot of volume coming in. There's more seller volume coming in. So I expect to see DOT come back down to the 6 to 533 area. And potentially, because we traded through this area already, we could get back down to the 340. So these are just a cool little thing to be paying attention to. I like it. I like it a lot. What's up, Seed Squatch? Seed Squatch, good to have you by the Dip Tuesday. Potentially, yes. All right, let's check out our good old friend AVAX. AVAX is looking again hot to trot, wants to pop. Let's check it out here real quick. All right. It started off as resistance right here, pushed through, came back down. Take these off. All right, I think we're actually coming down back to test that 34, 30, 32 area here. There's no real resistance till we get down to these lower levels. Potentially we can come and wick down to the $30 area. And then if it does that, we see a ton of volume come in at these levels, it's going to be a good area to buy. So expect it to come back down into these levels here for the beginning of the year levels here. So I like it. I like it a lot here. And potentially come back even lower to that 25, 23 area. Let's check out Litecoin here. And here we're going to do and I believe we can, Tom, if you're there, see if I can get a 2 to 3 minute break here real quick. 2 hour live, no gas, countdown, intro, credits disclaim, boom. I am looking for the little mark that we can hit to do our little commercials here, 20 minutes. The reason why? Because I gotta use a bio break and it's just me here. So I don't got time to talk to me. Alrighty. Let's check out Litecoin. Litecoin looking weak. I expect to see us come back down and test that 82 to 78 area here and kind of go from there. Alrighty, let's check out Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu here is definitely hitting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to leave for just a minute and I will be back. Forgive me. A bio break is not waiting. Forgive me for that.
Alrighty then. Shoot.
You guys hear me? Sorry about that. I actually So what was actually happening? So forgive me for that. Normally that is not what happens. Normally I come in and you guys cannot hear me. Okay. What just happened? All right, what about now? Can you guys hear me? Is there feedback? Hello? Hello? I don't think we have feedback. Okay. We've got 3 people watching. Doing a great job over here. All right. So I'll finish up here. For Shiba Inu, I expect this thing to get going. Here we go. Oh shoot. It sounds like I have... Do I have a echo? I have an echo? Hello? Already. Okay, I don't. I'm perfect. Okay, so let's go to move forward here. Let's try this.
Okay. Dang it. I just don't understand why.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So the market here is definitely coming down to Shiba Inu, to our area here again. I expect us to come down. If we're lucky, we can see it come back down to the 12 area here and then see it continue up. So it'll be a good little buy opportunity as if we're looking to get in at these levels here. But this is a nice little area here of the 2100 area, potentially coming back down to the 1200 area. I like that. And then let's check out a few of my faves here. Our good old friend Crypto.com here. As you guys all know, I'm a huge proponent, Crypto.com. I like the whole entire ecosystem. I think what they have going on is legit. The fact that Trump did reach out to them was a huge thing. So that's actually really cool. If you guys can let me know to make sure that the audio is correct, that would be great. Just want to make sure that works well. Okay. And then we got nobody, man. We literally only have 4 people watching. It's so interesting. Okay. So we have crypto. We literally have it coming back down to the 13 area, 14 area, cent area. That's where I'm expecting this thing to go. I'm expecting to get actually down to this 10 cent area for crypto.com, where I'm looking to be buying up quite a bit at these levels here. So if it starts to push, expect to see a big push down into these lower levels, because after this level here, it's really nothing that's stopping up except for the daily 100. We could see it stop at the 13 cent area. So we could see that, but just don't see it happening. I mean, we've kind of somewhat bounced off of it, put in a lower high, lower lows. So it's pretty clear to me, like lower high, lower low, low, lower low, lower low. After that, there's going to be another lower low, which should push this down even further. So we'll see what happens, but it's pretty sure what I'm expecting. You take this short down, and then so I like that. Also, you all know I look at H&T. So H&T here, showing some good areas as the sell-off happens. I like this area, that's 57 or the $5 mark area, $5.72 area as we come down, as well as the 42 or $4.21 area to the $3.47 area. So I like this area here potentially as we come down. As you saw, we bounced off this level, came back up, but you can see this continuing down. So this is the low, a higher low, lower or low, lower low. Expect this one to go lower low as well. And nice little buy area here. ICP here we would have taken our flip zone here. Actually, would have been more right here. And what we would have done, and that would have been off the weekly area. The weekly area here. As we came down, nope, I guess not. That's my area though, that I probably would have looked. And this is the area right here as we sell off, coming down. I expect this is not going to hold here. ICP. So this is Come on. You can do it. I like this area right here. Coming down to the $9 mark, $8 mark. We weren't able to get back up to the high. Volume dropped off, as you can see. But as it's coming back down, we should be picking up more buyers here as we sell off to see it go up again. So let's look at that. Let's check out our good old friend Leo. How Leo's doing. Leo is showing some strength here. But the thing is that Leo is literally slip and sliding. So I expect to see it come down to that 730 area. As we come down to this area, be looking to capture some of the profits down here to see it continue up. That's in a nutshell. Boom, by the dip. That looks like that's about it. We got 3 people watching, and I'm 2 of them. So, yeah. How you guys go? I like them apples. Boom. We got 5 people on Rumble. Good to have you guys over on Rumble. Appreciate you guys. You can see here that, where is it? Blueprint. That's what the Lunatic? No. Now we're just kind of flying off the cuff here. So you can see here we hit our mana area, our supply area here. Came down, hit it, expected to come back down. It's showing actually fairly good strength in this level here when it tested. So I don't think that we're going to see a lower here. But we're actually going to see a higher low. And so I like that 45 cent to 41 cent area here, and as well as that 34 cent, 31 area here. So these are little areas that we can sit there and see it come down to as we move forward here. Near is showing on your own. Didn't find anyone. Seems you were doing just fine. Yeah, Tom, hit me up. Alrighty, then here we go. So I like this area here. It's a cool little area. It's one of those things that I'm definitely looking at near. I want to see near come back down. All right, so sorry about that. So here we go. So near, I like near where it's at, but again, we didn't put any real wick at the beginning of this month and week and year. So I expect near to come back and retest these lows here before we see continue up. A good little area here that we could be playing off of, but really, I think this potential for near this area of $4 could be the line in the sand, simply because, well, that's what the charts say. So that's what I'm looking at. I like that area. And this one, high, higher high, low, potentially lower low, or potential low, or this lower low, which would still be a higher low from the swing low here. So that's it in a nutshell for near. Check out Pepe. Pepe selling off nicely. I still think Pepe could hit that 1338 to that 13 or to the 12, like 80 to the 1300 area. So be ready. If it does come back down, be ready to swoop it up and buy it. If not, and you just want to capture it at the 100-day period moving average, which is the 1583 area. So I like that area there. I like it a lot. Boom. Delete that. We're going to delete that. Almost got to our high, but did not exactly come to Pepe. So we're going to delete this here real quick. Boom. Our nice little zone right here. Remember, we were trying to take that trade and we cut it all the way up to here. I had a runner that catched it right here until we closed below the 8-period moving average, which was dope. So we'll remove this. So I'm kind of looking at these areas here next. Where potentially could we see sellers coming in? Well, that would be about right here. For Pepe. Hey, Pepe. And we're going to change this to that. Pop it there like it's hot. Nice little red line right there. Whoop, whoop. See? Shout out. Yeah, baby. Here we go. So I like a little bit of. All right. So I got the 4 zeros, 24 to 72 to the resistance level of 402416. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So if that comes up and tapping into that area, I think to be ready for a pullback. We could potentially see it kind of come back down, but I expect it to come back lower, potentially, like I said, the 1600, 1500 area, and this area of that 1330 to the 1300 area for Pepe. Yeah. All right. That's about it. Oh, the other one I like. XYO. I don't know if any of you guys are into XYO. I think XYO is a pretty dope place. Back from meeting. Dr. Chuck. Glad you're back, man. I'm glad you had a meeting, because I had a meeting too. A bio meeting that I had to just bounce for the quickness. So I'm so glad not a lot of people's watching. I'm just a little bit afraid that if Crypto Wendy was actually watching us on X, she's like, these guys are crazy. What? I mean, this guy had to go run and use the bathroom in the middle of a show. Sometimes you got it, man. If Miss Crypty, or Miss Crypty, that's awesome. Miss Crypto Wendy was watching us over on the X. Forgive me, because that's normally not what we do. All right. So I actually had somebody hit me up real quick on another coin. So I'm gonna pull it up here real quick. Boom, boom. And we're going to check it out. The other one we're going to check out was Bay. So I expect Bay. It came up, hit our resistance area right here that we talked about yesterday. And now we're pulling back. So pretty much we should see this thing continue up. If we pull back, we want to see buyers step in at that 8-period. As long as we're staying above that 8-period moving average and we're just inching away up, there you go. That's how you know it's going to keep moving up. Let's check out our good old friend. What was the other one? Fire Chicken. Alrighty then. Fire Chicken coming, still holding up at the resistance level, or at the support level here right now, and a decent amount. Definitely have much more buyer volume than seller volume on the hour here. You guys got to get above that 8. You got to get above some of the 8s. So that's what you got to do. You're above the 8-period moving average here. Nice little defense against the sellers. And la 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 la. Oh, happy day. Anybody? Anybody? Happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus was. When Jesus was. All right. So you can see right here that you guys are definitely coming in with good volume. Definitely have buyers. Definitely got buyers. Definitely got buyers. Sorry, a little Rayman there. Little autism coming out there. So you can see here for neurodegenerate, or what's it, neurodifference, or whatever. But you can see here that buyer chicken is, if you guys are trying, definitely keep it up. Keep going. Keep getting your stuff out there. It's your own strength. All right, good job, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Here we go again on my own. Dun, dun. I feel like I'm all alone. Tom's not here, so I can just be playing around. Alrighty then. Now, this was sent to me by Paid XPO over at the what is that? Breakfast Club that they do every day, which is shout out to the Breakfast Club every day, all day long, every day from Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 11:30. Shout out to my homeboys over there. Good old Zach Humphreys is over there, Paid, as well as, let me make sure I pick the right one. 240, boom, boom, yep, boom, boom. Okay, let's do this. Is how we do it. I don't know why I'm just doing a ton of songs today, but anyhow. So, ooh, nice little play there. This is the zone in which it bounced off of. Nice little, but it looks like it's running off the 8 above it. So that's kind of like what I think it's playing. So let's pull up an indicator of an average. Boom. And it looks like the 50 period. So that's definitely the month. So it looks like the monthly chart is actually playing off of this. And you have a lot of sellers, man, coming in. So, Patey. All right, bud. So check this out. Tell Mama Paid I said what's up, too. Shout out to Mama Paid. Yep, they're fighting the 8-period moving average on the weekly. You can see here that they did a decent job of volume for buyers here. It just wasn't enough. So it's just, this is really where you're finding your resistance levels at right now. It looks like somebody is selling off on this one. Let me check. The market cap is 630,000. Yeah, it looks like it's going to continue lower, my friend. So I would suggest, man, potentially seeing this thing go lower here, and then from there, if this holds, the key is if this holds, you need to see all of the moving averages on the daily consolidate, and then just sit right here, maybe 2-3 weeks, and then continue up. But as of right now, the key is dude, on the 5th, yeah, I think that's Monday, or Sunday, you saw a big drop, bro, with a ton of volume on the daily. But to me, it's just like, not so much. There's a lot of resistance here. So it's going to fight against, I mean, you have a daily resistance here. Actually, one second here. Okay, you can see right here, this area again, there's resistance here, which is that weekly 8, just sitting right here. And then in addition to that, you also have resistance up here at these levels, which is the weekly. So that it just doesn't look good for Nami on Sui. But if you're thinking long-term play here, yeah, potentially you could, if you're looking at long-term play, I would buy down at this lower level here, which is going to be that 4050 area to the 4022 area. It's pretty epic. I mean, I know there are meme coin on it, so on Stewie, so check them out. Alrighty, next 100x and Sui. It starts in the dojo. Team up with the best content creators and kung fu warriors. We were kung fu fighting. Fast as lightning. Because I'm such an excellent singer, I know that we're so much going to have like a weekly what's the word I want to use? Not a weekly. What do they call that? When you're singing songs or somebody plays songs, what was that? Copy strike? Definitely gonna have copy strikes because my singing is so amazing and is being picked up by the actual algorithm there. So you're welcome. All right, so I think that's about it in a nutshell. What I'm looking at right now. That was the only one that was sent to me. If you guys have any other ones that you want me to look, about it. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming in today. I'm about to head on out of here. That 2 o'clock calendar mark area here is finishing up. So yeah. All right, guys, much love. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, you guys can always reach me in the DYOR Striking Telegram room there. Say, shout out, what's up? How you doing, Pedro? Like your long, luscious hair. Or you can be like, you got too big of a nose, bro. And you can make fun of me either way. Either way, you can reach me down in the descriptions right below us. Also, over there on Rumble, you can do the same thing. In the descriptions, you can always come and find us. Ask me any questions, go charting-wise. I'll check out. And it is for free, no money. So no money. China. So shout out. And so if you guys have any questions, that's about it. And that's it for the day. Thank you again so much for being. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I will have a co-host. So in case I have a bio break that needs to go, they can take over. So sorry about that. If I went to mess up there. I know it's pretty professional, but that was it in a nutshell. Okay, guys, let me do the end. And then we are going to have fun here real quick. Where's the end of the show? Boom. Down. DYOR no guests. Intro DL. Credits. Disclaimer. There we go, guys. Thank you so much again for your time with us today, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Many blessings. Bye.